So, as you can see, I've made a big chart that groups everyone into categories based on things. Mostly my own political biases about femboys, but you get the idea. I put myself in the twink Bagel square because I'm a being of pure aggressiveness, chaos, and also I'm pretty skinny, I guess. I wouldn't really call myself hunky, I'm just kind of sad to look at. Aoi falls into the hunk femboy range. I mean, he definitely seems submissive. Like, basically, he does not dom in bed. Or at least not traditional doming. But he leans onto the hunk side because 10 months of isolation will probably do something like that to you. It'll chuck you into the hunk femboy range and just tell you to go help yourself. Darkstalker is also pretty hunky, but like, he's not in one of the paradoxical sides like me and #AOEHFJ1. In fact, he actually looks directly in the middle of the hunter category, which I know sounds like I'm just being a bit too silly over here, but like, he's literally like hunk Bagel. I just really feel bad. Maybe now that I think about it, I should move Aoi more towards the boundary between femboy and Bagel because he's sort of chaotic neutral. He's definitely neutral. He's more of a blueberry now that I think about it. I'll put him somewhere around here. No matter what cost this has on my sanity, it'll all be worth it for some fully femboy lanterns, am I right? Now let's see. Where would Liam go? Hear me out. Where does Liam fit onto this? He definitely reads like he'd be not exactly a femboy, but not exactly a Bagel. Okay, since he tried killing a man, maybe that's more Bagel-ish, but that honestly feels like femboy behavior. Or maybe that's just all the Liam X Aoi fanfic starting to get into my head. Where do I put this man? He seems like a twink, but not as neo-twink-alicious as I am. Oh, did that, sorry. How do I do this? How do I do this in a way that matters? He definitely seems more like a silver fox or maybe an Arctic fox? I don't know. Help? He actually seems pretty neutral now that I think about it. Somewhere in the neutralist circle, the wing of other categories that surrounds it. Let's put him in like the pseudo-auto category. He definitely leans more onto Bagel, but like not in the traditional sense. Actually, yeah, he's definitely a femboy. Fully femboy hoodles. Now that I think about me, maybe I'm not as much as a twink. Moving it to basically being almost, but not exactly directly above Liam. I want to make my circle smaller though, just so we can get more precise. Should I put myself into the femboy range? No, that's stupid. I'm already trying, so what's even the point of doing something like that? When instead I could take things forward and let the twinkage guide me. I'm definitely more twink than Liam, but I'm not overweight twink, so like, and also I'm a lot more Bagel-ish, but I'm less willing to kill people over something stupid. So like, yeah. Yep. I'm still not changing my mind about the Darkstalker wink. Let me think up something real quick. Where would J-Fevel from Royal Cats go? I know it might sound weird since we're talking about a little cat here, but like, he deserves a placement on this godforsaken chart too. He definitely reads like a baby. Or maybe a fanboy who's trying to hide it. No, he seems resentful enough to be a bear. But he's, like, definitely a neutralist. Because for one, it's a cat, of course it's a neutralist. And two, if I give him anything else, people will start completely and utterly freaking out and accusing me of being some kind of something not nice. Something out there, I guess. I don't know. Yep, see, J-Fevel is definitely a neutral. I just gotta decide exactly how neutral. I think he goes right about here. See, I told you I was batshit insane. You know that YouTuber who commented on my Omegaverse video? Hoi. I'm gonna put you in here. You definitely read like a fanboy. We know you sub for Bryce too, and Bryce is definitely like one of the most pure neutral characters I could have possibly predicted. I'm gonna say it right now. You're definitely a twink, but I'm not exactly sure which flavor of twink. Maybe I'm thinking in the twink fanboy place, I guess. But you're definitely somewhat less twinky than Liam. Twink and Hunk are body types, and like Beau and Femboy were just sheer vibes alone, I suppose. Everything here was a sheer vibe, basically. I never thought of Holly as being a twink, so shout out to Holly out here. But I've never really thought of Holly as being a hunk. So putting them on the twink side, and also, yes, they are going into, but they're definitely less twinky than Liam. They could even be a neutralist. I'm not exactly sure where we're going with this. I'll just put Hoy directly into neutralist. Oh, you know what? They're going to be on the cusp of pseudo-auto and mouse hair. Okay, no, that's stupid. They're definitely a mouse hair. What am I thinking? But like more close to being a passive bunny than what should be normal. This is all over the place. The most femboyish is Hoy, the most Bagel-like is literally Darkstalker, and I'm the most tweakulicious of the tweaks, and the most hunky fellow is also Darkstalker. I know that sounds depressing, but that's just how it has to be to preserve the remains of my dying sanity. Now that I think about it, Gatus could be anywhere on the spectrum, and we have no way of telling which. You know who Gatus is. You remember that guy. The one who keeps making all those very extreme HFJ1 deleted scenes. And each and every one of them just so happens to involve people smooching. I know that sounds like I'm just getting angry at stupid things, but still, you'd probably be mad too if you had to deal with the fanfiction patriarchy for more than just a few seconds. And also, I just watched 2 entire videos on how the Omegaverse is just the patriarchy all over again, which I think is what convinced me to make this chore. It's not about comparing the Omegaverse to the patriarchy we already have in today's society. It's about proving a point about the other half of gender politics, which is debating on which fictional characters are Bagels and which fictional characters are femboys. But does it really matter who's a femboy and who's a hunk? If they're all fictional characters, for the love of God. And plus, there's still the whole problem with how the Omegaverse is just the patriarchy all over again. But at least we don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean. You know what all of this means. You should know what I'm trying to do here right now. And if somehow you still don't get it, if somehow me yelling at you for 14 minutes straight isn't enough now, then for that I am so sorry. Anyways, if you're here, and now that I've completely and utterly alienated every last grain of my viewership, feel free to go and yell at me in the comments. Or don't. Shout out to Holly. I know they probably didn't want to see their soul used in this specific way, or be called a twink femboy by someone who literally is going mad from freaking fanfiction. And also, just so you know, this is what they call the patriarchy in these ports. And I think it's gonna reach 14 minutes now, so like and subscribe if you actually enjoyed this show somehow. And I'm just gonna dip now.